where else would you rather be than right here, right now? That is the message shared about the Queen City on NFL's Emmy-winning series NFL 360. The poem, Still Here, represents the pain and triumph our neighbors have been through in the past couple of years. But above all, what our city represents.
Buffalo's first poet laureate, Jillian Hanesworth, wrote the poem, and Augustus Clark co-produced and directed this incredible piece. They join us right now to tell us more about it. Thank you both so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us. Pleasure to be here.
I first just want to start by saying kudos to you both, because this piece turned out absolutely beautiful. From the words to the final product, it was beautiful.
Thank you.
I want to talk about those two words, still here. You know, we talk about what that represents, but I also want to hear how it evolved, how the strength and resilience evolved over time.
Yeah, well, I think historically we are a resilient community. You know, when you look at, even when you look at the breakdown of the city, there are so many people who immigrated here and had to make their own way. There are people here who every single day they're just trying to make something happen. So I think naturally we're resilient, and I don't like to over glamorize resilience, because some of the things that we're strong from should not have happened in the first place.
Yeah, it's well said.
Right.
So I like to be careful, but at the same time to celebrate the fact that so much has happened to our city, and that's not even taking into consideration the things that people deal with on a personal daily basis. So still here is always evolving, because there's always life is always lifing. It's always happening. So yeah, I think it's ever evolving, but not only is it a celebration of our resilience, but it's also a reminder that some of the things that are normal to us, for us to survive, it doesn't have to be normalized.
That's true. Well said. And Augustus, this is a big deal. To be a part of a program like NFL 360, it is a big deal. How did this come to be? How did you guys get to be on this big stage?
So I've been working with NFL 360 for about 3 years now. I started off with NFL Network, and you know, during my contract last year, I'm seeing my city just go through so much, you know, everything that Jill touched on in this feature, and I'm just like, I can't get it out of my head. It was tearing me up. I'm seeing my people home, my family, just so many different things within the community that are happening to us. I was like, I have to get it out of my head. I couldn't. So I finally got it down. I talked to a couple of producers there at NFL 360, Trent Cooper being one of them, and Osahan as well, and he really helped me just flush out everything on paper.
But they liked it. I mean, they took your proposal and they said, we are in for this. What do you think it was about your proposal that made them want to do this?
You know, me just being passionate, like it was a big passion project of mine, you know what I'm saying? So they felt it, they knew what I was going through during that time, especially Trent Cooper. He's like, oh, Gus, let's do it. Greenlit. Let's get it going. I've been wanting to work with Jill for forever, and we never met until she recited the poem to me.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that was really a big deal.
Very cool.
The very first time.
Another big theme, football, right? And that's football is our commonplace.
Yes.
Talk about that, you know, incorporating that into this.
Yeah, I mean, we're a football town, especially with the football season being our gray season, part of our gray season.
Right.
It's like the thing that we have to look forward to. It's like we can all be arguing about everything in the world, but 1 o'clock on Sunday, it's like, all right, we're gonna pull it together because we are all here for one common purpose, and that's to see this team win. So we wanted to make it, obviously, you know, it's NFL 360, so it had to have something to do with football.
Yeah, of course.
But the thing that I like the most is that it's not about the Bills. You know, it's really about the community.
Everyone, all walks of life, and it doesn't matter what color you are. Sunday, all of us are red and blue.
Love it.
And that's that. It's love. It's nothing but love for the entire city.
Coming together.
Exactly.
You know, this is, you are a new poet laureate for the city of Buffalo. That is a newly created position. I suppose we can't say that the city didn't have a need for one, because you always need the arts. You need that creativity, right? But so often we look for poets in our community, in our society, to talk about the melancholy, the remorseful, the negative, or what have you. Your challenge for this was to not only to sort of expose or make note of, yes, the negatives and the hardships and things like that, but also come back with a positive message on the other side. That's a big challenge for any writer, much less someone like yourself. you encapsulated it so well. And so I guess my simple question is, how were you able to get through the pain to the triumph?
I think in life we don't really have much of a choice, you know, like we have to feel the pain. You have to acknowledge it, you have to put a name on it, but then you have to move forward. Yeah. So I think that kind of, and we talked about it a lot, you know, we don't want people to watch this and just be like, man, we've been going through it.
Yeah.
I'm sad now. We want them to be like, we have gone through it, but we're still here. Like, we're okay.
Still here.
We're gonna be okay, and we're gonna keep going through things, but we're gonna keep being okay. So I think that's just the mindset that I naturally have. So putting it into words, it wasn't difficult. And one of the things that I really wanted was color.
Sure.
Like I wanted it to look colorful, to sound colorful. When I think of Buffalo, I think of color and art and loud people. You know, like, so I'm like, we need to embody that. And I think Gus did an amazing job with visually showing the color of our community, and I just wanted to make sure that I was having his back and doing that.
Definitely.
She did. She came through all the way. Like, I couldn't ask for more. Like, she just nailed it, and it was a flawless victory. It was no revisions to her writing or anything. It was just like, yo,
that's it.
I love this. Trent was like, yo, I love this. We Gus, we need her. And it was, I threw her alley-oop from thousands of miles away. I was in LA. I'm based out of LA now, born and raised east side of Buffalo, but she slammed dunk. It was like LeBron and D Wade out there.
I love it.
You know?
You both did. You both really did. It
Right.
is. We can't say it enough. It is such an incredible piece. Make sure you take some time to watch the entire thing. Thank you both so much for taking the time to sit
Thanks
down
for
with
having
us.
us.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks
you.
for having us.